How's it going? I was hoping Steven was right there. Disappeared on me, but we have a install going on right now. The whole inside of the house is already done. It's a 120 style system, so it's very, very simple, very easy. We're hoping to use their existing drainage. This system is like really old. I think they used it once and it got full, the septic tank. So we're hoping to get this thing pumped out so we don't have to make our own leach line using those infiltrators. So we're hoping to get it done. If not, then we're gonna have to make another hole for infiltrators, and that'll make it a little longer, but everything else inside is all done. It's just a water pump, expansion tank, water filter, and that portable water heater, so it goes in there really quickly, easy, concealable. Now we're just waiting on the tank to get put in. Stanley's hit rock about maybe 3 feet down, so he's gonna be breaking away pretty easily. It's not really hard, it looks pretty soft. It's like that sandstone. So I sent the other guys to the next house. Same exact style. It has a water heater just right behind the wall. Pull it straight to his sink. And he has one of the new OEH drainages and everything like that, so it's pretty unused. And then after that, I hope the next house after that, it's an older style house. I don't know if they have a sink or not. I didn't pack one, which I should have. I didn't think that these were going to go that quickly. Yeah, the existing water lines on these, they're pretty old, and they were not designed to contain a lot of water for so many years. So this water's been sitting there for so long. When I cut the line so we can bend it straight up, because the tank up there is fiberglass and it's been crushed, it's been damaged, not by us, and we just never used it in a long time. It's a gravity fed style, so it's empty. I checked it out, it's empty. So, but there's water like sitting inside of the line, and when I cut it, there's like a bunch of rust inside of it. Brass should not rust, but the fittings to put the brass on, they're galvanized, which, you know, over years it'll start to rust. And when I cut the line, it sprayed a bunch of rust all over me. Not the best. I looked down and I was like, what the heck is that? But it's just the rust. So yeah, hopefully we can get this done. Steven finally showed up. Had him drive the water truck out here. Yep, got Steven. He's really camera shy, so. But this is the existing septic system. It's a fiberglass tank as well. The homeowner already dug that out for us. Well, not for us. But hopefully we can get someone to come out here and pump that out. And then test the whole system. Funny story time. While we were fixing this septic system, we ended up popping the top on that thing, and it was empty, bone dry. So what we thought was it probably had a plug somewhere, and we don't have one of those snake worms to even check. So we just made one. It's a long piece of wire, pretty thick, and attached that to a drill, bent to one end, and then threw it inside of the clean out, started snaking it in there. It was a little hard, but we got it. And then it stopped. And I was thinking, I think we hit a wall somewhere. So I had Steven spin the drill. I was trying to hold it. Then little by little, it was moving a little bit. But then I started thinking like, man, I don't think it's moving. So he kept spinning. I can kind of see in there, I had my flashlight. Then I told Steven like, hey, stop, we'll pull it out. So he started pulling it out, and then all of a sudden I just see it coming, shooting straight out of that drainage. I even got out of there because it started filling up that clean out. I was like, oh shoot. Jumped out of there, and Steven, I had him pull it. It looked like there was a t-shirt stuck in there. It's been like years ago. So he pulled it out, and then it just came shooting out into the septic. I was like, holy cow, that was pretty quick. So his drainage works and everything. Didn't have to get it pumped out. And then I went and looked in there because I wanted to see where the leach line was. Poked my head in there, just looked around. It was empty, so it wasn't too smelly. It had some sludge on the bottom. And I was looking in there, couldn't see it. And as I was pulling my head back out, this falls into the tank. And I was looking at it. I wasn't wearing it. It was clipped onto here. And I looked at Steven, and he's like, did you lose your shades? I was like, yeah. I was just sitting right in there. It was the funnest thing. And then we grabbed that wire again, hooked it back up, pulled it out, and I was like, Steven, now all I can think of whenever I put this on is where it's been. So little hilarious moment right now. Steven's filling up that tank. I got a shades that was in a septic. We are all good. Yep, Stanley's just about done backfilling. We ended up backfilling his septic tank so he doesn't have to deal with filling that thing back up with dirt. But as soon as Steven gets it somewhat filled, I'll go inside, do a leak down test, make sure there's no leaks, everything's working fine. And yeah, we got the water line propping out right there, insulated all the way up to here, plumbed right in. This is the old existing line that he didn't want us to like completely take out, so we just cut one end and tried bending it all the way up. It's nicely 90 degree. So if like any other company was gonna come by and hook up to that, they can see where his water line goes to. And his old tank is right up there, right behind Stanley. It's all gravity fed. There's nothing in that tank. Yeah, when you're doing some of these things I call leak down tests, that's more of a term for like mechanics checking the motor, make sure your rings are holding pressure. But this, leak down, if stuff are leaking, you can tighten up the fittings. But what you normally look for is just make sure your water's running smoothly. There'll be air bubbles in there because you gotta bleed the whole system. So like you can hear, it's just coming out, taking out all the air. But the main thing is just that there's no leaking. Like I said, just make sure none of these fittings are leaking. Anything that we put, like some of these thread tape. But once you get a good understanding of how all this goes, you have your main water line that goes from the inside out, and you just follow a straight line. It'll come up right behind here, goes into your water filter, and then 90 degree. We have these type. It's threaded on one end, and it just goes straight into a 90. It limits a lot of this pecs movement. These like elbows, these T's. So it limits all of that. So we can just come straight out and go straight up. And once you go straight up, it goes into that T right there. And then this is your cold water. So, sorry if it's all not focusing right. Sorry about that. But yeah, you got your cold water, your T. So this is your cold water supply. Your supply line to where your water heater goes down, gets nice and warm, gets hot, and then this is your hot water. And those goes directly to your sink faucets. As you can see, one is indicated as hot. I think the other one fell off. This is an old sink head, so, but I don't see anything leaking. Nice thing about this is you can test it out first. I lost my soap on that one. Cold water, you got hot water. And I have clean hands. And we made it back. Got that house hooked up. Really nice to see the homeowner see us fix his drain. Now he can fully utilize that whole drainage, his septic system. So it's really nice when he sees that we went a step further and fixed some things that was not ours to fix, but we still fixed it. So gave us thumbs up when we got that done. Yeah, the guys took off. It's getting pretty, it's like 5:30 right now. And one of the things that's really tedious about this is keeping track of all your receipts. You don't want to lose any of these receipts. Don't lose the receipts. Receipts, and receipts. I've had this company credit card for a while, and one of the things that I like to do is keep all of my receipts. In our Connex office side, I have another one of these completely full of receipts. I have mine from the very first time I got it, so keeping all of it. There's some things I can't keep in there, like the bigger paper receipts that would come in a huge sheet. But all of the stuff like this, really small where I can fold it, I keep all of it. And then once I hit that 1 year mark, I just bunch them all together and I put it in a little clear container. And I just put Donovan's receipts from this end to this end. So this one's getting pretty full. I've got like 1 month left to fill it, and it's getting pretty hard to snap it in. But other than that, you know, get a little sidetracked on that one. But yeah, everything's all done. Got that house running. Got his drainage working, which is a huge plus. And yeah, I cleaned these. So now every time I put it on, I'm gonna think, these shades have been in a really bad spot yesterday, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, next we have a few more houses. Really good. It's getting warmer. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you guys in the next one.